When people call you extra, just look them in their face and say, am I extra or are you basic?
Well, hello, Pretty Girl Club. So today's video, I wanted to talk about Basic Betty Syndrome. What is Basic Betty Syndrome? So a Basic Betty is a human cliche or a person that is essentially boring, not diverse, complex, or unique in any way. So people use this term when talking to another person of similar minds, that it should be understood that they are not demeaning in intention, but are referring to a completely boring or uninteresting person. This is according to Urban Dictionary. The term Betty was a popular term used back in the 1980s as a slang for a pretty young woman. So when you put basic and Betty together, it's just basically a trope word, a slang word for a woman who's basic. And usually when I've interacted with women like this, there's an underlying insecurity there. And you can tell because insecure people have this thing where when they get triggered, they either get really loud, they talk really loud, they want to automatically attract attention in some type of way. Anytime I've ever came into contact with a Basic Betty and she felt, because they be having secret beefs with you, right? In their heads, they have their own invisible beefs with you. I have this one, I'm not even gonna go there, but I deal with one in real life every day. And she be trying, anytime I come around, because I'm a people watcher, I watch people's body language, and I'm really into psychology and everything, so I know how to really read people, not just on a psychology level, but on a spiritual level too, because I'm an empath. So I really do be feeling what other people feel. And I also look at, people's body language. Your body will speak the truth before your mouth will. So always pay attention to how people react around you. Look for human trigger reactions, and one of the main ones I get is if somebody sees me and they get triggered by my beauty, they will instantly it's almost like a reflex. I notice it. They'll turn their heads really quick. It's almost like they'll do a double take real quick, and it's by accident, and then they try to look away real quick. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but it's like a whoa, caught me off guard reaction, and then they try not to look, and then sometimes they won't ever look at you. There's some people that refuse to look at me even when I'm talking to them face to face. It's the most interesting thing. I know I trigger people's emotions, but damn, I'm still a human being. Because I know what it feels like to have that reaction to somebody who's attractive, because I've done that before. I post pictures of beautiful women on my channel every single day on purpose, because that's the representation I want. Representation matters, so I want us to always be in our best light. So I'm always showing attractive women that I find amazingly gorgeous. So I know what it feels like. I might even share a story on Patreon about a specific person that before I was leveled up, about two or 3 years ago, there was one particular person who's a celebrity who influenced me to level up, because you guys know my story. I used to deal with body dysmorphia real bad about 2 years ago, and I took therapy, so I'm healed from it. I'm a completely different person now. It's amazing how I feel. I have more confidence than I ever had. But about 2 or 3 years ago, I was not this person, and I was dealing with body dysmorphia, and I would get insecure, insecure trigger whenever I would see this particular artist, and it got to the point where I would be scrolling on this celebrity's social media for like an hour straight, and I realized, and I'm just admiring how they look, kind of comparing myself in a sense, or just I'm just admiring her beauty, and it influenced me to want to get help because I don't want to feel inferior to people like this all the time. Because when you have anxiety and body dysmorphia, you feel inferior. That energy was so like low vibrational, and I never want to ever be that person ever again. Like, I would never ever let anyone make me feel inferior without my permission ever again. So I know who I am now. But about 3 years ago, I did not know who I was. But you know what the difference is with how I was versus how some basic Bettys can be? The difference is how you respond to it. The basic Bettys respond with envy and jealousy and hate. Instead of being influenced and motivated and inspired by this person, you choose the hate route and the bitter route, and it reads on people when you're bitter. You ever notice bitter people? They have a specific type of a look on their face. It's really nasty, and they can't even hide it, even if they try to mask it. It's almost like it's demonic, but they all have the same look. I know how to read people, so I noticed it almost instantly. I can instantly tell when somebody's insecure. And if I'm looking at how you're dressing, how you're wearing your hair, how you're walking out in public, if you don't care about how you look and your weight is all over the place, you know what I'm saying? You just don't got yourself together, and you know it. But maybe you're comfortable there. But then you get mad at me for me wanting to be how I am. I accept you for who you are, but the reaction with the basic Bettys, they try to sabotage. They try to gaslight you to make you. They try to humble you, make you feel bad, because you want to look cute and want to look good, and you own that, and you're confident. It's funny to me this is so funny how people like the idea of a confident person, with the exception of being attractive. You can't be attractive and confident. Like, if you're actually really attractive and confident, people actually don't like that. It blows my mind. It really does. Basic Bettys are pick-me's, and the problem with pick-me's is that they need male attention, and they don't get male attention like they want to. But it's like, all you gotta do is learn how to look smacks and skincare, take care of your acne, just take care of yourself, and learn how to level up. Learn yourself. Learn what makes you the most beautiful. Learn your phenotype. That's important. That's your phenotype. In my beauty standard is to always enhance your beauty, and the best way to enhance your beauty is to match your features. So, for example, if you're an unambiguous woman watching this video, you may have a broader nose, broader features. So your best hairstyles are gonna be like locks or afros, because it shapes you better than straight hair does. Versus if you're a mixed woman, for example, you can get away with, depending on your features. So you gotta kind of play with your features, how it looks. For example, like me, I'm monoracial, but my features, I have more Native American features. So I play to that. I play to my Native American features more, because it makes me look more enhanced, if that makes sense. Doesn't make you a self-hater, doesn't make you anti-black for wearing beauty enhancements. What makes us beautiful is how we shape art based on our phenotypes. Yes, I'm black and I'm proud to be black, but my phenotype says I look more Native American. I have black features, so sometimes I wear braids, but I feel like I look better with different hairstyles because of my features. I play to my Pocahontas aesthetic. I look more like a Pocahontas. Like I have that the facial features of the cartoon character Pocahontas more than I would Tiana, the black Disney princess. I look more like Pocahontas than I look like Tiana. So I play to that aesthetic. Y'all know my aesthetic. It's more earthy, so I wear feathers in my hair. I wear waist beads, cute sandals, summer dresses and stuff, different type of dresses. I have a very earthy aesthetic, so when I do wear braids, sometimes I'm like, I don't look right. It don't look that right on me. It's too, I don't know. It don't look, because I'm black, and so I try to play into my black, but sometimes I just don't look the best in certain hairstyles because of my phenotype. So when I learned what my internal beauty standard was and met that, is when I felt the most beautiful and confident. And it doesn't take away from any black side of me, any native side of me, anything at all. The problem with the basic Betty, they don't understand these things. They think it's very stuck up of you to want to be as beautiful as possible. They shame you for it. They make you feel bad. You get all kinds of negative stereotypes, like the hoe stereotype, the mean girl stereotype, the bitch stereotype, what other stereotypes do pretty girls have? The dumb girl stereotype. So they really judge us negatively. The more beautiful we are. It's crazy as hell. And don't you dare be a confident, beautiful woman. I remember when I was in middle school, there was this beautiful, and she was dark skinned, but she was the prettiest girl in school to me at the time, and she was real dark skinned. And I remember in class, I don't know what the subject was. This was a Spanish class. We were in Spanish. And she said, I think somebody had said in class that they didn't feel beautiful or something. Something to that effect was said in class. And I remember her response to the what she said. Excuse the noise in the background if y'all hear that. I hope y'all can't hear that. People are working outside, but her response, I will never forget it. She was like, well, I know I'm beautiful. And I remember when she said that, the whole class silently, awkwardly kind of looked at her. But she was so unbothered that she was brushing her hair. She had long, pretty hair. And she was looking in the mirror, fixing her hair up. And I remember this, and I remember people being bothered in class. Like, I wanted to be her friend. I really did. I remember trying to be her friend, but I was too shy at the time to be. I don't know. I was new to the school. I was a military kid, so I had just moved to that school. But I remember always looking at her all the time. So, basic Betties will they just give you these. They can't stand a pretty girl. It's a confident pretty girl. Like the shade in that classroom, you could hear a pencil drop when she said that. It's like you're not allowed to be beautiful, actually beautiful and confident, because there's real pretty and then there's made up pretty. And I'm not shading for saying this, but it's true, because y'all ever noticed there's a different treatment when somebody, like, I'm not even gonna put names out there because that's mean, but y'all know when somebody who's really gorgeous, aura and all, and she is confident about her beauty, people will try to make her feel as bad as possible, men included. But if she's made up pretty, like she has probably a lot of makeup on, lace front, it's made up pretty lashes. I don't wear none of that. I'm at a point now where I don't even wear concealer no more, because I just found this new face mask. Oh my gosh, this face mask, Cardi B's famous mud mask. Y'all, I'm gonna get y'all hip on that. I'm not even getting commission from it, because I'm just promoting it because it changed the game. It really did. But if she's made up pretty and she's confident, people will praise her. And you know the difference. Let's just be honest here. I'm not being mean. I'm just being honest. And this platform was created for attractive women. This is our safe space, because we don't have a safe space out there in the world, because people want to gaslight us all the time and mistreat us because of how we look. And we feel good about it, and we're confident with that. People don't like actual confident people who are actually pretty. That's just a theory. It's not real. So, because people treat us like trash in real life. Either they're overly obsessed with you, or they treat you like complete shit. So there's no in between with that. The basic Betty will give you no breaks. You are on her mind all the time. She's plotting on how to make you feel bad, because you're so above her that she has to try to bring you down to make herself feel better, because miserable people loves company. Hurt people. Insecure. Basic Betties are insecure, and they're hurting for whatever reason they want to. For some reason, you trigger them, and because of that trigger, they negatively want to treat you and sabotage you, and all this negative shit, all this negative energy towards you because of how they feel. It's projection. You know what I'm saying? They're projecting onto us because they wish they could look like us, and all they have to do is work on themselves. And that's what we did. We put in the work. Being beautiful is not for the lazy. It's not for the weak. It's a lifestyle. It's really a lifestyle, you guys. We pretty girls already know this, but y'all don't understand what we went through. It's not an easy road being beautiful, and to stay confident when the world wants to treat you like shit. Y'all, we go through some stuff. We do with our families, with men. We go through all kinds of stuff. But we didn't have a safe space for a long time to talk about this freely, and this is our safe space. So for once, just give us that, y'all. If y'all don't like what we're saying, just don't comment, because y'all know I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna delete the comment. I'm gonna block you, because at this point, this is a safe space for us. Stop trying to gaslight us. Y'all do that enough in real life. This is our one space for us. Go on the other channels where y'all talk about us all the time. Go over there. Leave us alone. Let us have our safe space. You know what I mean? The basic Betties are just femcells. They didn't get picked. You got picked by the guy that they probably liked. So the basic Betty, all they have to do is level up, and they could be right where you are. Level up from the inside and outside, and you'll be fine. That's what we do. This is our lifestyle. We want to be like this. Okay? So stop trying to make us feel bad because you feel bad. And I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to wrap this up. But what do you guys think? Do you guys deal with basic Betties? Send me you guys' stories. My email is in the description box of my channel. I want to know your pretty girl stories. I'm going to start a series on that. What are your pretty girl horror stories? I want to know them. We've been through so much, y'all. It's time we let the world know what's up, and we're not going anywhere. These exotical platforms are here to stay. We are influencing people, and it's amazing. It feels good to know that we are helping lots of young girls. This is my dream come true. I love editing, and I love helping people. So this is the best. This is the best that I'm happy. So I'm not going anywhere. Send me your stories, pretty girl horror stories. I want to get them all out. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Thank you for listening.